Is Oxidrake really OP? Well, that's what we're going to find out in this video, okay? Make sure to smash like and subscribe if you haven't already. And that being said, let's go into the video then. Okay then, let's go over the settling really quick. So for mine, I'm running a more offensive version with a little bit of speed investment. So for my personality, running very brawny to hit as hard as possible. Clumsy, we aren't using any range attacks, and sluggish. Oxidrake is just kind of like too slow really to like run any speed investment to actually outspeed any threats. It's not really going to be able to outspeed that many of them at least, okay? So going to run sluggish. Also, you don't really want to drop any of your defenses, and also this is probably the personality that most people are going to end up running anyway. For the item, I'm running Energy Orb. Kabonga Coffee is also fine if you want to run Outburst. If you don't want to run Outburst, okay, you can run like an Essence, I guess, or Health Amulet. I'd probably go with Health Amulet, okay? But yeah, so if you want Primal Slash over Outburst, but I'm going to go Outburst on mine, so I'm going to run Energy Orb. It's more reliable than Kabonga Coffee. Like, Energy Orb takes place every turn. Kabonga Coffee only has a chance to work every turn, so Energy Orb is more reliable, but Kabonga Coffee is free, so I can't really fault people for using it if they don't have enough CP. For the abilities, Oxidrake is pretty interesting. He has three, I would say, pretty darn good abilities, just not really in this meta. Oxidize, basically poor man's resilience. If he gets hit by a water or air type move, you get +1 melee defense, but -1 speed. So it's actually probably better to actually use it with like no speed investment or like on a Bane of Haste version, okay? But since mine has a little bit of speed investment, I don't really want to lose any speed, okay? So I'm not going to run that one. Devious is another good ability, but right now Oxidrake, like, yay, you can hit to clips with Bamboozle, you get a bypass this ability, but you have Steel Crusher to hit it super effective anyway, so yeah. Other than that, I guess it like avoids you taking damage from sharp edges, you get a bypass Trash Shammer and Garbantis and Hard Candy on Spreezy, but other than that, I don't really know what else it's going to really help you with, so I'm going to run the Secret Ability Combative, which sounds really good, right? If your stats gets dropped, you get +2 melee attack, which sounds really, really good until you realize what in the metagame right now actually lowers stats. Webbing Swalder. If you see a Webbing Swalder, by the way, swap in your Oxidrake and start spamming moves really bad to get your melee attack, but again, I have speed invested in mine. I don't lose speeds. And let's be honest, who uses Swalder anyway these days? So all of that, I guess like you have a couple of options. Get Ancient Rod by a Zulong, which you're crazy if you're swapping in an Oxidrake against a Zulong because they just straight up two-shot Zulong. Or I guess like a Baffle user like Dorigo or Ursnack, which again, not too many people are really running right now, I guess. Ursnack, but I haven't really been able to see any of that for a while. So yeah, it's actually really hard to get combative to actually activate. But if it can get activated, oh boy, you're going to be doing some big boy damage. So yeah, it's really difficult to set it up. So yeah, right now, all of the abilities you can really still just choose whatever you want. For the moves then, I'm going to go for Outburst, okay? This is just the most damaging move you can do. It's for my Ancient Stab. If you want Primal Slash, go for it. But basically how Outburst works is that whenever you use this move, it's 60 energy, but with Energy Orb, it's 45 energy. Whenever you use the move, its calculation is 125 multiplied by your current energy divided by your overall energy, your max energy, okay? So basically, if you have 100% of your energy, you do 125 power. So it gets weaker the more you use it, but also you can just wait and rest, and it's back up to full. So I'm going to run Outburst, and because also it has a 20, you get 20% of the damage you dealt back as energy. Since it only costs 45, if I do like a lot of damage, okay, like 100 health and damage, I'm going to get 20 energy back. So that means I only spent 25 energy to actually use the move, so it's actually pretty darn good, okay? Steel Crusher is going to be my next choice for steel, or I guess metal stab Steel Crusher. If you don't want to run Metal Stab, you could also run the new move Driving Force. It's like 4 switches on the opponent. That's actually a pretty good move. I'm probably going to try and get one of those eventually. Maybe like in a few days I might do another video going over that one instead. But if you are going to go for Driving Force, you have to get to level 44 on Copperage before you evolve into Oxidrake. Oxidrake is going to get level 48, but we don't have access to that level right now, okay? But yeah, I'm going to go for Stab version, but if you want to run the Driving Force, it's just like a Brawler type version of Dragon Tail, go for it. It always goes last, by the way. It's -6 priority, but it forces them to swap into a random Loomian. Next up is Bulk Up, so you can spam Bulk Ups and do a lot of damage and be tanky. And Rejuvenate, alongside also Outburst with Energy Orb, is pretty damn good. It's like 54 energy, and also then I can maintain my bulkiness, and I get to hit really hard still while I maintain my health, so that's pretty damn good. Now, onto the TPs. Okay, going over the TPs then. So for mine, I'm running 200 melee attack to hit as hard as possible. We're also very brawny. 56 speed with the Sluggish lets us outspeed 64 speed Venilon, that's also Sluggish. Basically, some Venilons run 64 speed with Sluggish, so that whenever they must battle a max speed Valkyrie or Ikizune, they can outspeed them the next turn. So this Oxidrake basically just outspeeds that Venilon. We can't one-shot it, but since we outspeed it, we can actually do like 70% damage with Outburst, so if we chip it a little bit, we can avoid getting barreted, okay, so that's actually pretty nice, or poison as well. On that low, 68 energy at level 50, it gives us 262 energy, which let's just go for like 1 Outburst and then like 4 Rejuvenates, or just basically make sure you move. But I put a lot of energy onto it so I can actually like get a little bit more damage out of Outburst. The more energy you have, also the less it's going to cost, so the next turn you use Outburst is going to be a little bit more powerful, but not that much, but still worth it, okay? So a lot of energy, and the rest is just going to be health, okay? This is basically just leftovers. So with that being said, let's get into battles then. Okay then, hopping in the first battle for the video, okay? I actually just did a battle before this one, but he basically brought like 4 range attackers, so yeah. Oxidrake doesn't really deal with range attackers that well, and also this guy has a lot of range attackers as well. Oh no, that's a really big oh no. Okay then, I'm gonna go with this team, I think. Himber doesn't really look that relevant in this battle, to be honest, so there's no real point in bringing it. I mean, yeah, it can hit like a couple of things hard, but Luminami just like a wall for it, and that is a Luminami lead. Now, I could actually stay in here, but I don't think it's really worth it. Meditoad could swap out as well. Does he have anything to get rid of Barbs? I want to say he doesn't, but Chartiki has got burned up now low. I'll go for the Sap Plant, I guess, just to like see what he does. Also, our speeds. My speed is very quick. I kind of want a new one though, to like give it more like defenses. But yeah, that just like barely over half, but I should go back over half low. I could actually go for the Pestilence here, but I don't think it's worth it. We're gonna go into my Oxidrake, maybe? I mean, I don't really have anything to swap into it because I don't have anything that can resist water and light. So, oh no. I guess I could do this. There's the Maroon, right? Actually goes for the Flash and Flee. That'll actually do a good chunk to me. So they have Luminami. What's the next bring in? Probably, I would say, like, maybe Chartika. I can't really hit the Chartika that well, except from Outbursts. Okay, his own Oxidrake. It looks way bigger than my Oxidrake. I think I have like a neutral size, like just like a normal one. So yeah. Oh, he's gonna have the move that forces you to switch. I'm calling it. He's gonna have a driving force. I'm just gonna go for the 2-shot then. Actually, he has Outbursts. That's fine. Got some energy back. Okay, I'm gonna click Outburst again then. Mine outspeeds as it looks like. Mine actually has got quite a lot of speed for other people's Oxidrake since it's like fairly new. Not that many people are actually putting speed onto it. Outbursts. Doesn't really do that much, but it's fine. I have got Gobidemic, so I can always health gift into it. I think I actually might outspeed Luminami, but I don't know if I want to like take that risk right now. I'm going to go into my Ikazuna, click the T-Strike. So he has his own Oxidrake. So yeah, but he has got... Has he got an Earth? He has got an Earth type. He's got Sedimars. So I gotta be careful of the Sedimars. Flash and Flee again, that's fine. I would assume that Sedimars is gonna come out here, and then I'm gonna go back into my Sperizit for Sap Plant and Pestilence. It's actually Deludrix. I don't actually have anything for Deludrix, do I? Not really. Oxidrake is like too weak. Yeah, I really don't have anything for Deludrix. I gotta go into I have to go into my my Gobidemic for it. So I guess Gobidemic, hopefully you can do something pretty good, man. Down, I should tank it. Oh, barely tank it. Jeez, that did so much damage. Okay, Muck Blast here, then. If he stays in, he goes down. But if he swaps out, I actually lose to Deludrix now. I can't beat Deludrix. I have to have like my yeah, only my Oxidrake can actually hit this thing for like pretty hard and probably take a hit. Meditoad might tank a hit, but I don't really know. Okay, Deludrix is down. I'm actually surprised he let that fall. Deludrix is actually really good on his team. But yeah, because Gobidemic's really weak, I would like to keep it for the Luminami. I really would. Also, Trip Root, I can hit the Sedimars if he has it, but I think I'm going to health gift this turn into my Oxidrake. I'm actually curious. I should theoretically outspeed Luminami, right? Luminami. Yeah, definitely. I have more base speed, and most Luminamis are on like 0 speed, so I should outspeed Luminami. Is Oxidrake on the damage calc yet? It's not. Oxidrake. Don't I Oko it here? I feel like I get rid of it here. I'm just gonna click Muck Blast, I feel like. It lives on like 1 health. Are you kidding me, man? You're actually kidding me. It lived on 1 health? That is so cheese. That is so cheesy, man. Okay, we're gonna go into Spreezelen. I can always bring Gobidemic back out later as a Revenge Killer. Easy heal my Oxidrake. Steel Crusher, that's fine. Nice. No melee attack, please. Thank you. Okay, then we go for no barbs. We Sap Plants. Sap Plant and then Pestilence, I think, because I feel like he's going to swap out into Lumen Armor and just click Flash and Flee again. So I want to get Sap Plant down. So if he does go into Lumen Armor, I should go like barely above half health again, and I can actually live a Maroon if he decides to like go for Maroon. So I'm trying to like get as much health back on my team as possible because I don't really have anything that can click Rejuvenate. Olorl and Oxidrake is going to go for the withdraw into Loomian, I would assume. Gotcha. That was easy to predict, man. Yeah, Loomian. Oh, I missed. That really sucks. Okay, I guess Meditoad is my swap plan. Meditoad, what does Meditoad offer for this battle? I really don't know. I guess maybe the Chartika? Maybe? Maroon, yeah. I actually tank it pretty well. I guess Meditoad could have swapped in earlier then, so that's fine. He's almost out of energy low. He can click maybe Flash and Flee, but I guess we'll see. Do I actually outspeed him? I think he outspeeds me. Meditoad is like, my Meditoad is super slow. Gonna go for the withdraw into Vesperatu. I forgot about Vesperatu. I really actually forgot about that. But hey, Meditoad doesn't care. It hits way too hard. We go into oh my god, but then we can't actually come back in now because Shadow Sprints. Yeah, I forgot about Shadow Sprints. So I gotta click Cycle Slap again. He's gonna go for the slap down. Yeah, I have to like sacrifice Meditoad here. I don't like that. I don't like this. Yeah, my team is like really not that great of a team. I was kind of like, yeah, I bring Loomians that kind of like help support my Oxidrake. Then we go into Spreezer. We actually outspeed it, but I'm gonna make a Galaxy Brain play. Please swap out, right? My Spreezer actually outspeeds a lot of Vesperatus if they're not running 200 speed. If they are running 200 speed, they outspeed me. If they're not, like all of the other versions, I should actually outspeed them, and it will actually one-shot it. And also, it tanks Vesperatu. It doesn't care about Vesperatu. I just can't health gift on a Vesperatu because it has Shadow Sprints. So I need to swap into my Gobidemic here. Hopefully he goes into his Lumen Armor, and then I click health gifts. I could just like whack the Lumen Armor, but I don't think it's really worth it. Okay, it looks like I outsped unless he clicked an attack, which he clicked Blood Drain. Does that actually KO me? It should. Why do you have Blood Drain on a Vesperatu? What is this garbage? What is this garbage, man? So it's a tanky one. Yeah, slap down. That's not going to KO. Oh no, my health I'm let do. No! I should have just clicked Feral Blast. I didn't think it would be like a tanky Vesperatu. Who uses a tanky Vesperatu these days? And I didn't even KO. Yeah, it's a very tanky one. We go for the Pestilence here. Also, he did outspeed me. So he's not a tanky one, he's an offensive one with Blood Drain. What am I battling against? What am I battling against? What is this garbage? What? So you have Blood Drain instead of Shadow Sprints or Revival? He's got Slap Down, that's all I've really seen. I've seen Revival, I've seen Slap Down and I've seen Blood Drain. So he's either dropped Shadow Sprint or Revival. Okay, Lumen Armor. Well, yeah, I don't really know what to do here. I think he has to click a water type move right low, so I go into Oxidrake here. Unless he clicks Flash and Flee, but I think I do this. Maroon? Yeah, Maroon. That shouldn't KO. Yeah, nice. Only 20 health. Then we can actually go for a Rejuvenate here now. Okay. It's not gonna like make me a tanky Flash Pulse or a Gamma Pulse if he has one of those, but let's get more health back for later, okay? There's the let down the guard to rest. He's gonna go for a light type move this turn, so we can actually go into our Ikazuna here, I think now. Right. I actually might live a Gamma Pulse. I might. I don't know if it's actually worth me risking it low, because I have to click Steel Crusher. Luminam is a melee tank, so it's not gonna work. I'm gonna go back into Ikazuna. It's risky, could click Maroon, I faint, but yeah, I don't really have anything for this team. There's a couple of range attackers that I don't like. Gamma Pulse, got that. Thunder Strike won't be enough to KO this, but it'll definitely be enough to do like a lot of damage. Although Sedimars is gonna come in. Watch, come on. Where's the Sedimars? Sedimars? Got him. Okay, I knew he had Sedimars. That's fine. Ixalin's like half health. I could have gone for the Magnify there, then click Fire Breath, but I don't think it's really worth risking it. We go back into Spreezy because I'm not trying to take an Earthquake to the face. So yeah, Oxidrake is really going to struggle this battle. Like, the only thing that he has that I can actually, like, swap in is, like, Vesperado. But, oh, wait, Slap Down. So never mind, I can't swap into anything, really. Like, I can't really swap into range attackers. I can't really... Can I actually Barbs? I technically can Barbs here. I'll Barbs, I guess. That'll, like, give me a little bit more damage, but it's basically game over now. Maroon. Yeah, that's my Spreezy deads. Ripperoo. Actually, critical hit. That didn't matter, though. Yeah, I guess I just go into Ikazuna. I click Thunderstrike again. Yeah. Sedi Mars. I can't really do much, though. Like, I'm physically out of options. His team just, like, kind of smacked my team. Yeah, that's a lot of damage, but it's not enough to KO low. Maroon. Okay, I think it's actually out of energy low, and like I said, I think we outspeed it, so I can actually go for a bulk up and then start attacking, which would be probably the smart thing to do. He's got Luminami, Sedimars, and Oxidrake left. So yeah, I think we go for the bulk up here then. We go for the bulk up. That should give us enough to actually KO the Luminami. Oh, actually I should have attacked it this turn, because then I would have probably got rid of it at -1, but that's fine. Now we should KO it in one turn, right, Oxidrake? It looks like we did. Nice, okay. So Luminami is down. Let's see if Oxidrake can, like, make a comeback for us, because this team was not very kind to Oxidrake, and my team is, like, heavily relying on, like, Oxidrake to, like, do something. We outspeed his. Although I don't have Outburst able to do max damage, so I'm, like, relying on Steel Crusher, but I don't know if it's going to be up to one-shot. So I could actually go for the Rejuvenate, or click the Wait or Rest and hope that I tank one. His Outburst isn't going to do enough either, though, which is nice. So I'm actually going to go for the Wait here, try and get some energy back. Waiting out this turn. Right, this is the right play, I think. Steel Crusher, don't give him a melee attack. Okay, nice. Also, the squishing animation is kind of glitchy. Okay, now I can go for, like, 3 Rejuvenates. Well, yeah, I can go for 3, I think, can't I? No, I'm, like, 1 energy short. Outburst, it does less damage the less energy you have, so that's perfect for me. So yeah, it looks like Oxidrake might be able to make a comeback for this. Nice. We go for, I want to go for Rest here, to be honest. Yeah, I go for Rest so I can actually smack the Sedimars super hard with my Outbursts. Yeah, max energy now. Rejuvenate, that's fine. He has to go for heals now, or for a Rest even, but my Poison Soul chick me down, so Oxidrake is actually going to make a comeback. Oh, yeah, I had to, like, basically waste that Luminami's energy to win that matchup. Oh, yeah, it's actually really hard using Oxidrake, but if you're against, like, a good team that can't, like, hit you pretty hard, or you got, like, a good team revolving around Oxidrake, it should be a lot easier, but honestly, I haven't really been doing that. Just don't critical hit me, please. I'm gonna, like, get some bulk ups. Outburst, yeah, that's nice. Okay, then. So now I think we're actually good. I'm gonna click Rejuvenate. Then I'm actually gonna click Steel Crusher, not Outburst against the Oxidrake, because I want to see if I can get a lucky. I want to see if I can get a lucky null or melee attack increase. Sedimars isn't a melee tank; it's a range tank. Shouldn't be able to one-shot me, so we can just, like, especially with bulk ups as well. So as long as we can, like, two-shot it, we should be good, and we outspeed it as well. So yeah, we go for Steel Crusher though. I'm not going to go for the Outbursts. I'm going to go for the Steel Crusher, also because I've already, like, I don't have enough energy now to Outburst anymore, but Steel Crusher should be good. And melee attack increase. Just gotta call it, man. Also, yeah, my Oxidrake actually outspeeds his Oxidrake, so that's also good, so yeah. I'll go for the Outburst this turn, because Steel Crusher can actually miss. Although I really would like to click that nice Rest and get my Outburst ready for next turn so I actually don't miss. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the Rest. If he crit kill hits me here, that's going to suck. So yeah, right, Rejuvenate again, no Steel Crusher. Yeah, I'm fine there. I can tank an Earthquake, I'm pretty sure, from this range. Haste is gonna give him, like, a really big boost, but he can miss as well. His, like, Earthquake is, like, 80% accurate. There's a Poison, we just click Outburst twice, and I think that's actually the game. Unless he critical hits me here, or something dumb. Outburst, we outspeed, and there we are! Nice! I think that's actually the win, isn't it? I think that's a win. Oh my gosh. I should have actually lost that one. I played so dumb. Actually played so dumb, but the Oxidrake came in clutch at the end. So yeah, so because my Oxidrake outsped his Oxidrake, I won the matchup. So I'll take it, man. Oh, I should have not won that, honestly. He basically threw. If he like rested or like swapped out his Loomian army and brought it back in later because of his secret ability, he would have got more health. He would have won that 1,000,000%. I would have like basically like had to like keep grinding bulk up so I could one-shot it like half health, but I'm gonna need a lot of bulk ups for that. So yeah, there we are, Oxidrake. Oh, pretty good. Like I said, it is pretty difficult to use, especially because it has like pretty low range defense, but once it gets going like bulk ups, it has rejuvenate, so it's like can maintain its health. It's pretty darn good, but I wouldn't really recommend using against ranged attackers. You mostly want to use it against melee attackers, okay? It's just that there are a lot of earth types in the metagame. Himber, Mars, Garbantis. You have to be like very careful like when you throw it out, okay? So with that being said though, we'll leave off here. I'll see you guys next time.